So the message just, okay, that's fine. That's great thanks for the clarity, and I'll try to align as much as I can as to not to confuse. You're going first. My focus is around no matter how big or small the business is around picking a couple of key processes that deliver an outcome for your customers, to i.e. get your product, your service to the market in a most efficient way with as little handoffs or waiting time as you possibly can. So that's kind of the practical side of it, of doing it. The key around that is really around accountability. So it's very hard to hold yourself accountable, and you have to do it. If you're a micro business, a small business, you have to be very, very disciplined, because you can design the best process, the best system in the world, but without the discipline of following through and making sure that, you know, every Friday you're doing your invoicing and you're doing it in a consistent, methodical manner, you're going to have a substandard result. So for me, it's around the focus around consistency of key processes. The major ones, not to worry about trying to document them all, because you'll get stuck in documentation and not implementation. And that's where they'll actually, the rubber will hit the road, is in the implementation side. So it's about helping them identify the repeatable processes, most processes, and if nothing else, getting the business to understand that all work is done through process. There is nothing that we can do without a process. However boring that may sound, there is nothing we can do without a process. Even just picking up the mail, there's a process behind making sure the mail gets picked up and distributed, whatever it may be. Be it invoicing, be it marketing, there's a process behind everything. So it's identifying those key processes, and then simplifying those down into some really basic steps. Businesses at this level do not need operating manuals. They do not need all the documentations behind it, unless you're small but you're still going for an ISO accreditation. And then the key thing is then measuring those processes. So we need to understand what the health of those processes are, those key processes. So if it is, for argument's sake, invoicing, you know, do I get all my invoicing out on time? It could be a go, no go, yes, no kind of measurement, but it's important to do that empirically, so you don't sort of go, I think I'm good at my invoicing, or I think I'm good at that. You actually know that you're good at that, of what those key processes are. So for me, the key points are around repetitive processes, identifying those, simplicity around those, and then putting in a very simple measurement, be it a simple dashboard, could be 3 key measures across your business that tells us how healthy those processes are.